No matter what you're hearing, there was huge news from Investor Day yesterday. This is Randy Kirk, and if you like it, and all that jazz. And please join Patreon. Another new member yesterday. Thank you very much. And a big breaking news tomorrow that we'll be talking about with regard to new product. So I'm listening to all the content on Twitter. I am listening to all the content on YouTube. I am watching the news. I am watching the regular investment press. I'm sorry. The results of Investor Day, the stock being down as I'm producing this, the stock is down about 13. The folks just don't get it. I suppose it's partially because they're not product people. They're not in manufacturing. They don't understand products and product cycles. But let me tell you what happened yesterday. There is no limit on the resources necessary to hit all of Tesla's goals. This is not always true for a factory. There's going to be all kinds of limits. There are going to be limits on how much capital there's available. There can be limits on how much labor that's available. That's happening right now. There can be limits on how much raw material is available in certain markets, in certain conditions. There can be limits on raw materials, especially if the raw materials are new. There can be limits on just brain power to bring products to market. There can be limits on distribution channels. The limits are almost always unlimited. And I've been doing this my entire life. In fact, I have just introduced a new product yesterday on Amazon. I would love nothing better than to believe that there's an unlimited supply of this product should the product just go crazy. But I don't believe that, not for a minute. I'd also like to believe that there's unlimited demand. But what Tesla told us over and over and over again yesterday is that there's unlimited demand for Tesla automobiles, unlimited demand for Tesla energy storage solutions, and an unlimited demand for the new robots. So unlimited demand for the product and unlimited availability of raw material resources in order to get the product to market. I don't know what else people could want from a company. And this was news. How is it news, Randy? Well, how it was news is, number one, let's talk about the demand side. Everybody seems all worried about the demand side. But what Elon said clearly was, we didn't realize how much a little tweak of the lever of price was going to affect the demand. Now, he's been saying for a year, he knows that the TAM is dependent in an inverse relationship way with as to price. If you lower the price, you increase the TAM. Everybody knows that. That is economics 101. What he didn't know until he started playing with it after the first of the year was just how sensitive it was, how small tweaks, small changes could affect the market's perception at any given time. So like every other feedback loop, you go out with something new, you play with it, and you get the response back. So the news on the demand side was that there is unlimited demand for Tesla automobiles. The market is not picking that up this morning. Almost the entire half of the program last night, about half of everything that was talked about last night was how they're lowering costs, lower costs, not just of the raw materials, not just of the product, the overall labor and equipment, machinery, space, everything about the car, everything about the energy packs, everything about the company itself, every focus is on lowering the cost of providing the product to the public. So is there another car company like that? Is there another company like that? There might be some. There's no car companies like that. Tesla is so far ahead, and Ford and Toyota within 2 days both said, we're cooked. we're destroyed. Tesla is so far ahead, a generation ahead. Now, what does a generation ahead mean? It means that they have the pricing power to create unlimited demand for their vehicles. The product is already the best by far. We know this. You can go down the list. It doesn't matter whether it's the performance. It doesn't matter whether it's safety. It doesn't matter whether it's attractive. It doesn't. Everything about Tesla automobiles are first in class, and everybody wants a Tesla. Well, not everybody yet, but it's coming. But the limiting factor for until yesterday was price. So some people just can't afford it. Elon said it very specifically. Everybody would take one if the price was right. If it was $5,000, they would buy one. If it's $10,000. So there's a point at which you want to price your car that you get your factory completely sold out all of the time. That's all you're doing. You're shifting your price around now because he doesn't want to be bothered with advertising. He doesn't want to be bothered with additional marketing, PR, and all the rest of it. What he wants to do is price the product correctly for the market at a given time, by region, by city, by state, by country, by whatever, in order to be able to sell these factories out 100% at all times. And he's the only car company that has the power to do this. I don't know any other way to say it. It is the only car company that has the power to lower the cost to however much it's necessary in order to sell out 100% of the production, because he has the margins to play with, and they're constantly reducing the cost of everything around the car. The factory cost, the labor, the overhead, the research and development, every aspect of what they're doing, they're reducing the cost. So the demand for Tesla automobiles is unlimited. The demand for Tesla energy storage products, he stated again, is unlimited. Again, price might apply there. I think that's going to be way more a case of it's just plain unlimited. And as long as the price is reasonable, it's going to happen. They just need enough batteries to be able to fill the orders. That's really what it boils down to. And we'll talk about supply in just a second. So unlimited demand for Tesla batteries, battery storage. And then we've got the robot where he says he's going to need about 8 billion of them. Sorry, better and better every day, but not 100%. All right, so he needs about 8 billion of them. Oh, I don't know, that could take a couple of minutes to ramp up to 8 billion. So there's a huge market for the robots. You saw the robots, they're operational, they're available, they could be sold tomorrow. It's not even an issue. I'm hoping maybe to have John Gibbs and Scott Walter on again on my program to talk about it, or maybe I'll go on their program. I'd like to talk about the details of what they saw, but hey, you saw it, I saw it. Even some of the investment press today is saying those robots got up and they walked around and they did things. So unlimited demand. Now let's talk about supply. That was the real reason for yesterday. It was really the key about yesterday was to talk about unlimited supply. And it was news. Anybody that says there was no news yesterday in this program is not getting the right, they're just not paying attention. I didn't think that there was unlimited supply yesterday before the show. Did you? Did you think it was unlimited supply, that there was plenty of lithium, plenty of nickel, plenty of all the rest of the raw materials, plenty of battery manufacturing capacity, plenty of everything that was necessary to get it done? Did you think that? Please put it in the comments below. Yeah, sure, I knew that. It was going to be fine. Now, if you go back and look at my videos, you're going to see me saying, I think they've got it solved. But I didn't know they had it solved. I said, I think they've got it solved. I said, I think there's going to be a problem around maybe 27, 28. There might be a situation where there's not quite enough, and then they'll get over that hump and there will be enough. Go back and look at my videos and you'll see it. In fact, I've had conversations with Jordan about this very factor. I wanted to have him on the show because I sent an email to him months ago and I said, hey, it looks to me like they've got it solved. Can you help me understand whether they've got it solved or not? And he just didn't have the time to come on the show. So yes, in my mind, I'm like, it looks like if I connect the dots, if I think thoroughly about everything that's being said right now, it looks like they might have all the raw material issues in hand. I didn't know that though. So yesterday was news. It was confirmation. They've been working on this and working on it, and they found ways, they found methods to eliminate rare earth metals if necessary. They found ways, we've already known, to eliminate cobalt. They found ways to reduce the amount of lithium that they need. They found ways to use lead, the most abundant, one of the most abundant materials on earth, and easily extracted. Now they've got a way to solve the refining issue of the lithium, and they're going to produce this new factory with new methods in 1 year and be producing the final lithium extract that they need for the batteries a year from now. Well, just over a year from April. So this was news. This is news. It's huge news that there's an unlimited supply. There's plenty of supply to cover the issue, and apparently not just for Tesla. They didn't go far enough on that one. That's a question I have. Is there enough, Elon? Elon, were you saying yesterday that the rest of the manufacturers of batteries and the rest of the manufacturers of cars and the rest of the manufacturers that are needed in order to move us into a sustainable future, are they going to have enough raw materials also? Have you found the solution for everybody, or have you only found the solution for Tesla? That was not clear yesterday, but that should be enough news. If you're a stockholder, if you're just interested in the future, if you love following Elon, those two pieces of news yesterday are, I couldn't ask for bigger pieces of news. Sometimes right after, you're sitting there thinking about, what did I miss? What didn't I get? What was supposed to happen yesterday that I was looking forward to that didn't happen? That's what's happened to a lot of people crying in their beer this morning. Well, I'm not crying in my beer. This company has an unlimited supply and an unlimited demand. I'm all in on Tesla. How about you? It's been great talking to you.